Pero sino yung mga tao sa mga bagay? Sino yung mga tao?
Right? The history of the word engineering is actually a little bit more recent than the practice of engineering. Engineering's been around for thousands of years, ever since the first person used something to improve life for either themselves or their family. They were doing early engineering. So the invention of the wheel, pulley, knife, hammer, chisel, any of these simple early tools were early examples of inventions, which is basically engineering. Engineers, as we know them today, were originally makers of war machines. The word engineer comes from the word engineer, right here, engineer, which is somebody who operated an engine, so they called them an engineer. And that started kind of just at the end of the Dark Ages. People who were operating machines that were meant to lay siege to another group of people. Okay, engines were siege machines that were used in the act of war. So that's where the word engineer comes from. Here's a few examples. If you take a look at the television here, this is a picture of a statue of a man named Imhotep. Imhotep is generally regarded as the world's first civil engineer. He was an Egyptian engineer, and he worked for the pharaoh. The Egyptians are credited with inventing irrigation, which is pulling water from a nearby river to feed the farmland nearby. So they're credited with that. Imhotep designed, created, and built the step pyramid for Pharaoh. So that's an early example of civil engineering. Archimedes was part of the ancient Greek culture. He is shown here. Okay. So he is arguably one of the greatest mathematicians, scientists, and engineers of all time. He invented the Archimedes screw. He came up with the principle of buoyancy. He invented all kinds of siege machines and defense systems for the people that were being attacked by the Romans during the siege of Syracuse. So he was a historical figure that used his ingenuity to help defend his people. All right. Another example of Renaissance engineering. So the first two here were kind of ancient engineering. In Renaissance period, after the Dark Ages ended, you have